how to justify a gap year. And so sometimes the gap year justification just answers itself. And so we were unwell, somebody, some serious, some physical issue was there, rather serious. Somebody in the family had an issue, rather serious. Yes, those are issues. If you've taken a gap year to prepare for an exam, especially for UPSC, then that kind of answers itself. It is accepted in our country that you do take a break to prepare for UPSC. So it is very clear that you can't clear that exam without UPSC. So if it is UPSC or something very similar to that, then you can clearly say the truth. Like, I took a gap year, I took a year off to prepare for UPSC. I tried it, I missed by this much. And I knew that I had given it almost my all. I didn't want to take the risk of going through the whole grind all over again and find myself miss it, which is why I said, look, I need to have a plan B. That plan B is CAT. So I took the last 4 months to prepare for CAT, and here I am. And so the obvious question is, will you give up on your dreams just because one exam doesn't go well? It's not one exam, it's 18 months of investment and another 12 months, and I'm neither here nor there. I'm an idealist, sometimes I'm a pragmatist. This time I had to choose to be a pragmatist. This doesn't mean I've given up on the idea of doing good for my country. I'll do an MBA, pay a lot of taxes, create value, create jobs for people, empower them. That's value. There's no one route to be successful or do something meaningful. That's your answer. Not giving up on something. The other reason why gap years could be there is, look, I didn't find a job. Say that. Look, I wanted a job in this sector. I tried that. It simply didn't work. Then later I changed the bar and went to another sector. I said, look, I don't want to be in the marketing field. I'm not getting a job. My basic qualification is a mechanical engineer. I did get a job with a startup in this new sector. I got laid off with 300 other people. I was barely 4 months into the job. I didn't know what was happening, honestly. I can completely understand why they laid me off. But I was barely out of college. 6 months later, I was in a job. 4 months later, I was without a job. This made it even tougher to find a job. So here I am trying to convey that I am indeed very capable, very useful. And I threw in all my energies into CAT. Did reasonably well. Here I am. That's fine. You got laid off. That's fine. You tried to find a job. That's fine. If you've got a job on a platter, you threw it away because you wanted to prepare for CAT, then you need to have a smart way to cover it up. You say, you have got to figure out a way to say, hey, I did not want to have that career. I knew I had only one shot at trying to do an MBA. Therefore, I decided to take a break. I knew it was a risk, but at that moment, and now it seems like it was a risk worth taking. I understand I'm going to have a 40-year career, and I'm very clear about what I want to do, which is why I did that. But that last bit, somebody's going to always come back at you saying, look, there's another candidate who worked in a job, managed tough, tight deadlines and bad schedules, still managed to prepare for CAT. He's conveyed that he can do 2 things at a time, whereas you have not. Why should I not recruit that person? Right? So that is a seriously good question with no good answer. Right? So you're hoping that question doesn't come. Which is one reason why I keep consistently telling people over and over again, just for a CAT, don't take a gap year. If you have 2 things in mind, if you have another idea in mind, if you're preparing for UPSC, if you're doing something else, then it's fine. Saying, look, I won't work, and I'm going to prepare for CAT, is dicey territory. Because if one exam, you cannot put all your eggs into that basket. And it's a dicey decision. Those of you who are taking that decision and saying, look, this is what I'm going to do, think twice, thrice, many times about that. And so if you have indeed had a gap year, if it is in one of these categories, illness, family emergency, you've tried something else, you've tried to be an entrepreneur, not worked out, UPSC, all good. Laid off, could not find a job, still good. Had a job, threw it away because I wanted to prepare for CAT. That's the trickiest territory. You need to finesse your way out of that answer, out of that situation. Right? Best wishes.